To log into the application, enter your username and password, then click the Login button. On the home page, you'll see a basic overview of all tickets you've created along with their current statuses. To create a new ticket, click the New Issue button. Enter a title for your request. You can then add more details in the description field. Specify the location if needed. You can also change the request category or adjust its priority. Additionally, the client has the option to enter a desired resolution date for the ticket or specify the expected costs. You can also upload supporting documents. Click the Create button to submit your request. The newly created ticket will contain all the information you entered, including the requested dates and any estimated costs. The status of the request now changes. It is passed on to the service organization, which can submit a price quote, reject the request, ask follow-up questions, or take over the resolution process. The blue and green buttons represent one-step actions. Blue buttons require you to enter a mandatory message, for example, to send a question to the requester. Once submitted, the ticket status is updated. The client responds, and the request moves back into the resolution phase. Notifications are delivered by email and contain basic information about the request, along with a direct link to the detailed view of the specific request. The simplest way to search for any document is by using the full-text document search. The application doesn't just search in the title or description, but also inside the document itself. This works for Excel files, Word documents, and even scanned documents, as long as they're somewhat readable. Once found, the document is available for download. It's displayed as an image, and besides the basic document information, it also shows the location where the document is stored. That means if the document is part of a help desk request, there's a direct link that takes you to that specific request. The next part covers working with dashboards. Dashboards are fully customizable, and the client needs to define at the early beginning what kind of data they want to measure and display. In general, if the data exists, it can be visualized. In this case, the dashboard shows KPI evaluation related to the client's activities, or it could reflect the services provided to the client. For example, there's a pie chart that links to connected tiles, which display the completion of specific tasks. At any point, either from the main view or directly from a tile, you can enter an overview that shows you all uncompleted tasks. This overview is freely editable into any format you need, and you can click through to see the details of a specific problematic task. Another option is to use a utilization tile, which shows, based on the length of a shift and mobile phone tracking, when each task was started and completed. It's also possible to record and manage various reports for audit purposes. In the History tab, you can see exactly who clicked what and when, along with how the request progressed. The left-hand menu provides an overview of all requests regardless of who created them. All overviews are clickable. Above the Overview section, you can generate reports which can be exported in your preferred format for further processing or audit needs. At any time, you can return to view or manage a specific request. This section focuses on tracking costs and materials used during specific tasks. It's directly connected to the mobile app, which means that as soon as a task is assigned, a maintenance or cleaning worker begins processing it through the mobile app. Once the task has started, its status changes, and the worker can keep adding costs until it's finished. These costs can be entered in any required currency, and they can be updated at any time. All this data remains available until the task is completed. Once the task is done, a supervisor checks everything. If everything looks good, they can create a help desk ticket and follow up with the client. If the ticket is only meant for record keeping, it can be closed immediately, and cost data can still be added at that point. These cost details are then saved, and after the ticket is closed, they're available in the invoicing section. At that stage, they can be reported again. There's always a direct link to the specific task, including the costs, and back to the help desk connection. Along with the client-facing billing information,